Turning to the Middle East now, President Trump is rejecting Iran's response to a U.S. peace proposal. He reviewed that plan over the weekend and called it unacceptable. Well, now there are questions about resuming military operations. Scripps News Group's chief Washington correspondent Joe St. George breaks down where things are right now.
President Donald Trump has called Iran's response to the U.S. proposal to end the war, quote, unacceptable. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu told CBS News' 60 Minutes over the weekend that the war in the Middle East is, quote, not over, as the world now waits for President Trump's response as to what happens next. The U.S. military in the Middle East remains on standby to board future vessels in violation of the ongoing U.S. naval blockade of the Strait of Hormuz, with the possibility that service members may be called upon for additional operations after President Donald Trump posted on social media, "I have just read the response from Iran's so-called representatives. I don't like it. Totally unacceptable." Iran firing back over the weekend with warnings and history lessons of their own. A spokesperson for Iran's Ministry of Foreign Affairs reminding followers of Iran's military victories from thousands of years ago and empires of yesteryear. On a day like this in 53 BC at the Battle of Kari, General Sureina, with far fewer men and far more limited resources, crushed Rome's heavily armored legions in a masterful, asymmetric victory. History repeats itself for those who refuse to study it or respect its lessons. Now the world waits for President Trump's response. The president heads to China later this week for a high-profile summit where Iran is expected to be a major topic of discussion. President Trump previewed one possible action over the weekend, including resuming Project Freedom, which is a military effort to guide certain vessels out of the Strait of Hormuz.
We may go back to Project Freedom if things don't happen, but it'd be Project Freedom Plus, meaning Project Freedom plus other things.
On Capitol Hill, where Democrats largely oppose the conflict, Republicans growing impatient with Iran. Republican Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina writing, "Project Freedom Plus sounds pretty good right about now." Republican Congressman Derek Van Orden of Wisconsin writing, "Start bombing again. It's the only thing they understand." Joe St. George, Scripps News Group, Washington.